Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at some entitled Karens making your life more difficult.
She's leaving, so you will leave too.
No. This is going all over the internet. You don't know who I am. You told her to go back to her country where she's from.
That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born? I was born in America. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. You better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her. Excuse me?
This country. Oh my God.
Yeah, you deserved it, in my opinion.
I mean, she kind of deserved it. Why is she so surprised, is my question. She's like, oh my God, the audacity. Someone slapping me, telling me to go back to my country. I'm American. I'm from America. Can we, like, stop telling people to go back to their country based on what they look like? Or just in general, you know, but like, not only is it outdated, but it's also stupid to assume that just because someone looks different, that means they're from another country. Do we not live in a multicultural society? Last time I checked, we do. Karen threatens to call the cops over 25 cents. Sounds about right. Scammer at Aldi's. Don't give your shopping cart to someone for free at the Aldi's in Lafayette. I did today when the guy said he didn't have a quarter. Then after I got out of my car, I saw that he'd returned the cart, got the quarter, and was standing there again looking like he didn't have a quarter. I stared back at him. He saw me and got into his car. I went over and demanded my quarter back, or that I'd call the police. It's not the money. It's the fact that he took advantage of my good nature. I'm sure he went back after I left. The audacity. A quarter, really? A quarter? Ever come to think of the fact that if a guy's standing out there trying to get quarters, it's probably like, because he needs it? It's a quarter. Just let him do it. Whatever. How does that change anything? These two Karens blocked 2 prime parking spaces for their family that was around the corner. Look at them with their arms crossed. Imagine if it was like this, you know what I mean? That's not how it works. It's first come, first serve, not first Karens, and then Karens. That's how it works. It's first come, first served. Not Karen stands in parking space and saves it for her family members. Where do Karens get the audacity is what I want to know. Karen gives a bad review because she doesn't like that they have one breakfast option for either Saturday and Sunday. 1 star. What no one else tells you is that for breakfast, which is available only on the weekends, you can have French toast and scrambled eggs and fruit on Saturday, and pancakes and biscuits and gravy and fruit on Sunday. No ham! No hash browns! Etc. $10 for a full order, $8 for a half order. Sorry, but the hotel we stayed in at Seaside had a much larger menu available for free. So stay there then. I don't like being told as to what I can eat. I was pretty shook when I realized I was being told what to eat. No, thank you. You're not being told what to eat. You could go and get something to eat. Leave the hotel, go get like a sandwich or something. A knuckle sandwich. 1 star. I would give 0 stars if I could. I originally went to for another agent. He left the company and was assigned as my new agent. There was periodically times where I would need something to him and could never get a hold of him. Not with the number on the website or the number I had for him. Eventually, I wanted to shop around. I called 4 times, 4 different days to get a December page sent over. Never returned a call. Sent an email and he called back relatively quick and sent info over. I received quotes from another company saving over $100 a month. I called to cancel, shockingly enough, no answer. Called next day, no answer. Finally, day 3 got an answer. Requested to cancel insurance. He said,
I will take care of that.
I asked for a confirmation email. He hung up on me. Called numerous times after and he ignored each call. All around was just a very unprofessional experience. Over the years, I've been with 3 different insurance agencies and never had a hard time at getting someone to answer the phone. So the top of this says, Karen Google reviews an agent for being on Christmas vacation with their family. Like at first I read that and I was like, oh no, that is pretty unprofessional for sure. Like I'd be mad as well. And then I read the top. The audacity of not being available on Christmas. Something tells me that when you sent an email, there was like 100% an automatic reply that said that they were away. But you chose to leave that part out, didn't you, Karen? And this is your reminder to cut your toenails. Stop scratching your loved ones at midnight with your long claws under there. I got you guys. I got you. Oh, there's an update. Yes, you did mention you were on vacation. Oh, so you knew. Totally understandable. If you saw I had called numerous times, is it not the best practice to return a phone call? This doesn't mention the struggles I had contacting you in November about the chimney, or previously in the summer when I needed an insurance card. Yes, you emailed over the confirmation as requested. You also hung up on me after I requested that, then ignored my callbacks afterward. Extremely unprofessional.
I'm disappointed to see you lie about hanging up on me.
The least you could do is own up to it and apologize.
I was sitting on my dining room table with perfect reception. Ironically, the only time we've ever had reception issues just happened to be after I canceled coverage. Blowing up your phone? What a wonderful way to speak to a customer. Well, thankfully, former customer, as of the 20th. The chances of reception not being good when you're on vacation are actually quite high. It's also expensive to be away and, make phone calls when something could have been easily done or said in an email. It's not ironic because you tried to cancel your coverage while they were on vacation and probably had bad reception. We have a response from the owner. Blank called while I was on vacation over Christmas holidays numerous times, left a message stating what needed on the voicemail as instructed in my message. I sent him confirmation of everything via email as he asked. I even told him I had been on vacation. You didn't even call me in November, you called a non-working number. I didn't hang up on you, I told you I would get it worked on and responded yes to you when you asked about the confirmation. I don't know what happened to your connection, but when you blew up my phone, after that I was trying to do what you asked. Have some common courtesy. I run the business by myself and have other clients as well. And it's friggin' Christmas, okay? God! Meet my friendly neighbor, Dave.
Get the out of the neighborhood. Sell that or get out of here.
Okay.
Because I don't want you as a goddamn neighbor.
Awesome.
You're a lousy neighbor.
Tell me more.
Over there,
Tell me more.
and that off
Tell me more. I'm gonna post this, dude.
what you post. Idiot.
Language. I think Karens just get mad that anyone exists, Let anyone except them exist. A giant fallen power line fell on someone else's car, and this woman decided to complain about her personal inconvenience. Because she's inconvenienced by anyone else existing, clearly. God. Really? First cold day of the year and power is going to be out for 9 hours? Job well done. And we will get all 2 cents off our bill. Way to be on top of things. Allow me to play the world's smallest violin for you. The saddest song on the world's smallest violin. You're joking, right? Does this look like an easy fix? Yeah. Yeah. It does. I could easily fix that. So do it, then. Okay, Karen, there's only a worldwide epidemic going on. Even her husband has had enough. I'm writing this in the bathroom because I just got into a huge argument with my husband and I don't know what to do. We and our 3 children had an upcoming trip planned for Disney World on a Tuesday. 10-day stay at the Grand Floridian and a wonderful itinerary that included all 4 parks and Blizzard Beach. Of course, the parks have now closed and my children are beyond devastated. I called Disney's customer service line to speak with a representative about how they can make this right. He promised a refund and the ability to rebook for another time, but that obviously isn't good enough. I told him that he needed to do better than that, and he said he was just following the guidelines put forth by the company. I suggested as a means to rectify this that he provide us future accommodations in the secretive suite located in Cinderella's castle. I said the only way to make up for the hardship my children are facing is to provide us with a truly unforgettable experience. One that goes beyond the standard Disney trip and will completely wash away the painful memories that will undoubtedly stay with them for years. I think they'll get over it. They probably won't remember this next week, let alone 5 years from now. What better way to do so than stay in the castle of Cinderella herself? This is the thing, I don't think Karens actually complain because they're personally offended or they've actually had a rough time. They're just complaining because they want free shit. That's all it is. He audibly scoffed at this and said that was way, way beyond his authorization. He said tens of thousands had their vacations ruined, and that it wasn't his or the company's fault, and they were all doing the best they could. This dismissal pissed me off. I told him that yes, it wasn't his fault, but it was his responsibility to make it right. Surely, instead of closing down a multi-billion-dollar media conglomerate that's a hegemon in the global theme park industry, would have the capacity to simply screen for sick visitors at the park entrances. Instead, they ruined my children's entire year. I hung up the phone in rage, and my husband immediately was like, "What was that?" He told me I was a psych for the way I spoke to the customer service rep. that I was extremely unreasonable and rude, and he was genuinely disturbed by my behavior. He said he doesn't know what happened to the woman he married, and he's not sure he can ever look at me the same way again. I don't blame him. Here's a question. Were you a bridezilla? Walmart is almost exclusively self-checkout now. The last time I was there, the lady checking receipts at the exit was a little militant and slow. I didn't choose to participate in that nonsense, so I just skipped the exit line and left. I heard her saying, "Ma'am, ma'am," and as I kept walking and raised the receipt above my head, leaving the store. Look, you can either trust me to do self-checkout, or you can put your cashiers back in place like it used to be. I'm not interested in proving that I did your job for you anymore. Signed, all of us. No, you don't speak for the rest of us, sorry. She totally stole some gum. Like 100% stole some gum. I had a new refrigerator delivered today, and they had the nerve to send me one that wasn't pre-cooled. I obviously denied the refrigerator and sent it back. What, a pre-cooled refrigerator? How does it cool if it's not plugged in? I didn't spend $1,400 for a warm box. I want my fridge to be cold when it arrives. Duh. The dumb driver looked at me like I'm the bad guy. No, he looked at you like you're an absolute moron. What happened to the customer is always right. Customer service has really gone down the drain. The customer is not always right when there are a few screws missing. Doesn't apply in that case. Watching this trash at NBC, hashtag Miley's New Year's Eve party, knowing they know it's on at a time when kids will watch, if even for Mikey. And they're talking boners, erections, pot, etc. Makes me sick. This is why these people need to be gone. They're constantly trying to corrupt our kids. So there's this thing called a remote. Kind of looks like this. This is not, it's kind of small, but kind of looks like this. There's a button on it that you can change the channel. Press it. To the owners of Sexyland. As an adult entertainer, I used to be a regular customer of Good Vibrations. Since the name change, as a mother, I cannot even drive past the store or listen to your adverts on the radio without it sparking my children's attention. It's very important that my children are not exposed to this kind of curiosity. Now I feel inclined... Wait, so... But you're an adult entertainer. Sounds like that's a you problem. Are you embarrassed? Don't have to be embarrassed, but it sounds like you are. Now I feel inclined to drive an alternate route as to not get questioned what Sexyland is. The adverts on the radio are just inexcusable. Take me now, Sexyland. What the... Change your name and remove the adverts. I will be putting in a horrible Google review. It would be unfortunate for you if my fans and following do the same. Fans of an adult entertainer being annoyed about the name of an adult store. Don't think that would happen. Didn't offer dessert and it was my birthday. We appreciate your sense of entitlement during this time. Thank you for your entitlement. Let us just apologize to you on behalf of all restaurants, including owners, managers, servers, dishwashers, and other employees that had either lost their jobs, gone bankrupt, had to cut back on everything in life, or had to scramble for other employment during a pandemic, no less. That you were not offered free dessert on your birthday. Free because that dessert that you so craved on the house is not actually free. Nonetheless, due to this pandemic that we've lost 75% of our business over the last 15 months, had to cut staff and employment hours. We have cut back on expenses and are no longer offering free items. We do sincerely apologize that you didn't get that dessert. P.S. Your comment has been reported to Google as being inappropriate because it is. It's offensive to every single person in every single industry that has been negatively affected by this pandemic. It's offensive to every person who had just lost their job, their business, their savings, and their home. But my dessert! Where's my cake? What are you, 5? Customer called corporate when we asked them to stop stealing soda. Customer issue number 1, rude or unprofessional employee complaint. The customer said he asked for a cup of water and then took soda and was upset the manager said something to him about it. The customer said he thought the employees were giggling about him and his wife. The customer said he would never return to McDonald's again. Would never return to steal something at McDonald's again? Sounds awesome.
I'm never coming here again.
Good. You'll probably be banned anyway. FYI, if you're in the area, not to sound cheap, but after months of them giving my pup a short puppuccino with my breakfast order, this morning staff said management ordered them to downgrade to sample size.
Fine if your dog is under 30 pounds. Mine is over 100.
Your dog does not give a shit. Alright guys, those were some entitled Karens making your life a little more difficult than it already is. The audacity, I swear. I want a mug that says the audacity on it. sip that every day. Subscribe!